We are back with more WWE 2K22 because every day it feels like we are learning something new. On this video, we're gonna cover the latest batch of news and new details pertaining to gameplay changes, creation, My Rise, GN mode, and more. Hit those notifications to always be up to date, and let's get right into it. Ahead of everything, one thing I want to point out is that the official roster reveal and ratings reveal is officially on the way. I am not too sure how often they're going to be revealing this. First off, we got Bobby Lashley at a 91 overall, and if they keep going like this, we might have to get multiple reveals a day, and obviously I'll keep you guys up to date. And starting off with something that I am very curious about, in the interview with Vive, it was confirmed that there will be virtual crowd boards. Obviously, we have not seen how these looks yet, but this almost feel like we could actually be getting the Thunderdome arena with actual virtual fans. Nothing else was explained except the fact that we are going to be getting brand new environments, brand new playable arenas. So I could definitely see the Thunderdome being one of them since they mentioned the virtual crowd boards. Go ahead and let me know you guys' thoughts on this. We got a lot of new details in regards to gameplay. We know that Visual Concepts is looking to do a big overhaul on the gameplay side of things for WWE 2K22, and although we haven't seen it yet or experienced it, there has been some new information revealed from the Operation Sports interview. It was confirmed that there are no limits to reversals this year, which is something that we got to notice on the hit list trailer, but there was no confirmation on it. There is also the new block and dodge mechanic, in which the change is being made because it will make matches more competitive and it will run better, as your focus won't just be to drain the opponent's reversals. I'm obviously interested to see how this is going to play out in online, especially the next thing that we're going to talk about, and that is the pin kickout system, because it has been changed to being a bit similar than what it was back in the day, and that is to a button smashing minigame. Based on what was explained though, it's not just going to be you smashing buttons like crazy. Instead, it feels like it will be more in line to what a comeback might be for a lot of the previous games, in which you press the buttons that the screen tells you to, and if you messed up a couple of times, you basically fail. So there's going to be a bit of skill to it. As I said though, the biggest concern here is in regards to online. I'm not too sure how good this is gonna work out, especially if the servers don't consistently hold up as in previous games. And although not confirmed, it is very likely that these might just be the default setting, and in the options you might still be able to switch it back to the slide mechanic as it used to be before. That is for offline play though, because online usually uses the default options in the game. Some extra update in regards to My Rise. Of course, we already know that we are able to play as male or female characters, but something that was explained was that the first thing that you get to do when you do happen to My Rise is that you get to pick your background before joining the WWE, and they have some pretty interesting options that are going to affect your character's interactions and choices and so on within My Rise. Some of the options they discussed was being a Hollywood movie star coming into the WWE, or are you an MMA player, or maybe a football player, maybe you're coming from the indie scenes and so on. What type of character will you be to define who you are at the beginning and then develop from there on? And we just touched on the topic of creation. We already know a lot of exciting things about it, such as it being cross-platform, including with PC. We still got a lot more information to learn about creation, and hopefully we get a full reveal for it very soon. But for now, we do got some new info that continue to come out. They revealed that they have added personas, which certainly feels a bit similar to what we just discussed, of you picking what define your characters. These personas will be your starting point, and then after that you are able to make your wrestler whatever it is that you want to. The coolest update though is probably the fact that you are able to upload custom images for the character's select screen. So of course, if you download a CM Punk, or if you create a CM Punk, you could upload a custom image, a custom render of CM Punk, so that when you see him in the selection screen, when you see him in My GN mode and Universe reverse mode and so on, he looks in line with everybody else because remember, this year they are going back to using real renders for all superstars. And last but not least, more new details to talk about GN mode. It was explained that you have the option to play GN mode for 15, 25 or 50 weeks. During all those weeks, you will have different goals to aim for and that you will need to complete. And of course, you're able to just watch or play the matches that you set up. I like the option of being able to do it for a certain amount of time, like that there is an end goal, and if you're competing with someone, it's just gonna make things more intense as you get closer to the end and try to get the victory, try to get the best ratings and the best show. There's a lot more in regards to GN mode, and I'm actually going to do an overview and basically everything that you need to know about the mode and that we have learned so far, so make sure to look out for that video and have those notifications turned on. For now, that is the latest batch of information for WWE 2K22. It feels like something new is coming out every day, so make sure you guys are tuned to the channel to not miss any of it. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.